It has been 5+ weeks. So that means we need to do a mileage report.
That's right. Yeah, because it's week 36. We need to tell everyone what place in the world we could have walked to each of the last 5 weeks.
That's right. So Jesse did the researching, the compilation of all our mileage to this point, as well as the locations we could have gone to.
Yeah.
How much magical travel was involved this
Well,
time?
you'll find out.
All right. Sometimes we can only pretend if we walk as the bird flies. Other times we walk as the human walks.
The feet go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll find out soon. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
All right. So we're starting with week 31.
Yes.
That week, we would have walked 4,061 miles.
So it would have been our first week crossing the 4,000-mile threshold.
I mean, it was our first. That is how far we walked.
Yeah.
But where we could have walked to, as the feet go, Northway Village, Alaska.
Northway Village, Alaska. This is our second Alaskan location, right?
I do think that we went to Alaska, it might have even been week 30.
Okay.
Or week 29.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was week 29.
Okay.
Because I think week 30 we went to the center of the earth. I'm pretty sure.
We get around.
Yeah, and then we just came back out and went back to Alaska. And Northway Village is just on the western side of the border near Canada.
Okay.
Not too far up north into the state, just about a third or so. In that village, there are 84 people from a Native American community, which is spelled K''EHTTHIIGN. And I would try to pronounce that, but on the sheet, the page that I was reading about this, it said community name. It had that word. And then it said English pronunciation, none.
Oh.
So I figure I'm not going to try because
why not?
It's said that there's no pronunciation. So there's 84 people that live there. There had been more people that lived there much before, but it's a semi-nomadic community. And in the 1940s, there was a big flood of the river. So a lot of people left and moved on. But these 84 people, and well, I'm sure it's not the same 84 people, but some people stuck around. And just one more fun fact. In 1942, so shortly after the river flooded, the people who remained named the village Northway to honor the village chief, who was named Tieta, and he had adopted the name Northway from a riverboat captain that traveled through in the 1900s. And Chief Walter Northway was said to be 117 years old at the time of his death in 1993.
117. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a strong diet of fish, I imagine.
That's maybe one of the oldest people in the world.
Yeah.
So that's week 31. We could have gone there.
Northway
Village.
Yeah. All right.
Week 32.
Yeah.
4,192 miles.
Okay.
So it seems to me like this is the furthest we can possibly walk in any direction on our feet with Google Maps directions.
Okay.
Because this takes us almost just up to the edge of the Panama Canal.
Okay. Cool.
And how much do you know about Panama City and the Panama Canal?
I don't know. I mean, I know the Panama Canal spearheaded by Theodore Roosevelt.
I don't know is that true?
He was involved. Maybe spearheaded is generous. I don't know.
I feel like it might have been, I don't know. It was definitely some sort of trading and interest. But what I learned about when I was reading this is that Panama Viejo, excuse me, which means Old Panama,
Yeah.
was a Spanish city that was built in 1519,
Uh-huh.
and it was burned down in 1671
Okay.
because of these like trade wars.
Mm.
And I guess this was before the Panama Canal was built, but I think there was still, I guess the canal was built because it was already a trade route,
Okay.
but it was tricky.
I don't know. I mean,
Sorry, I'm like putting us both on blast here, proving how little we know about the Panama Canal. Anyway,
we should know better about the
I mean, I
canal.
feel like we should, but whatever.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll learn. What I learned this week
Yeah.
is that it was burned down in 1671 by Henry Morgan, who was a famous privateer. Have you ever heard that term?
Yeah.
I had never heard it before. It's
Okay.
basically like a hired pirate.
Yeah. Sure.
And yeah, this was during a time when England and Spain were fighting about trade and they were like attacking each other's ships. And this guy was hired by England to burn down Panama City. And then when the city rebuilt, they specifically built a wall around the city to protect from pirates.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's still there. It's like a UNESCO site,
Okay.
the old city.
Yeah.
So we could have walked. It was like we could walk like almost right up to that.
Right.
So
Well, if we had been doing that, we would probably know more about its history.
definitely, that's
Yeah.
definitely true. But it seems like that is the place where Google Maps, no matter where you try to go, it won't let you because I think you can't cross the canal. There's like a big old bridge that goes over it, but
Yeah.
there's no foot traffic.
Oh,
I mean, I assume.
is it car traffic, I guess?
Seems that way.
Huh.
Didn't do that much research
All right.
into it. Anyway, week 33,
Week 33.
4,323 miles.
Yeah.
This is now where we're going to start flying.
Okay.
And flying miles are very different than walking miles
Uh-huh.
because the walking miles, it's actually like on the roads and such.
Yeah.
The flying miles is just a straight shot.
Yeah.
So we made it all the way to Peru
Ooh.
in the air.
Where?
Well, I'm very excited about this one.
Here we go.
And it relates kind of to our project. We could fly 3,648 miles to Lima,
Yeah.
and then we can get off the plane and walk 660 miles to Ollantaytambo.
Okay.
And then we walk on the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu,
Oh.
which I've always wanted to do. It's 26 miles.
Yeah. It's
You
one
can't do
day.
it in, I know. It's like a 4-day trip though, because you know the elevation there is like
Right.
insane.
Right.
So that adds up to 4,334 miles, and that week we walked 4,323.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Wow, you gave us quite an itinerary.
I know.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, Machu Picchu.
Yeah, I think the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu has always sounded like a fun trip.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I got to fit that one in.
Very good.
Week 34,
Yeah.
4,454 miles.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to a new continent.
Uh-oh, where are we going?
We're going to touch down in Africa for the first time.
Ooh.
We're going to Tunisia. We're going to
Tunisia.
Tunis, Tunisia.
Okay, great.
It's the capital city of Tunisia.
Yeah.
And Tunis comes from the Berber word for to lay down or encampment. And it's also sometimes associated with the goddess Tanith or Tunit, the chief deity of ancient Carthage and a goddess of war.
Wow. Cool. Have you always wanted to go to Tunisia?
So when I worked for a textile company, we like imported textiles from all over the world, and one of the towels that we would bring in came from Tunisia, and they were like very soft and really nice colors.
Yeah.
So probably since I was in college, I was like, maybe I should go look at towels in Tunisia.
Yeah.
But to be completely honest, I don't really know much about the country of Tunisia other than that one experience importing
Yeah.
some towels for the person I worked for.
Have you ever had Tunisian food?
I think I have, but I wouldn't really be able to tell you what it is. Like, I do think I've eaten at a Tunisian restaurant
Mm-hmm.
once, but I can't tell you,
I don't
like,
think I have, but
well, it's in like the Mediterranean kind of area,
yeah.
maybe a little east. I just looked at the map, but
Yeah.
I think it's like a little bit east.
We'll have to see
But-
if there's a Tunisian restaurant in New York we can go to.
Yeah, I don't want to say that I know what the type of food is.
Yeah.
But we'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Now that we're going to be going there last week.
Yeah.
We
We got to.
Yeah. So the final place that we walked
Week
to,
35.
week 35, 4,585 miles.
We've crossed 4,500 miles.
That's true. So what we're going to do here, we're going to fly to Tivat, Montenegro, which is 4,545 miles. And then we're going to walk 43 miles to Lake Skader, or Skadar, or Skadur. I'm not sure how to say that. Skader.
Okay.
It is the most visited national park in Montenegro.
Oh,
There's 5 national parks in Montenegro,
I
which
see.
I was like, when I first read that, I was like, is it also like the only national park? Because it's not a very big country.
Yeah.
But there's 5 national parks in Montenegro. And Lake Skader is the most visited. And the lake is 2/3 in Montenegro and 1/3 in Albania.
Oh,
Yeah. And what you can do there, hiking, kayaking, birding, fishing, swimming. There's 250 known bird species and 30 different fish. And most people fish for carp and eat that.
nice.
I don't know if I've ever had carp.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I looked them up because I thought I knew which ones they were, and I was right. They're the ones with like the things, the little like burrs on their
Yeah.
lips.
Yeah, they look like they have mustaches.
I'm curious what they taste like.
Yeah.
So we went all over.
Wow. What great
In the last
research you
5
did
weeks.
this week.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. That's it. So if you like that segment, let us know because we keep doing it.
We're gonna honestly.
We're going to do
I'd
it
love
anyway,
to know if you like
but
it.
we like it.
Happy to know if you don't like it. If you don't, like, we're not gonna stop though, because I like it. I find it to be very fun.
Yeah.
Well, but like maybe we'll put like a fast forward option.
Yeah.
For those of you that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can also just hit you can do that yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway, we always aim to please.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this segment. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button so that the algorithms that run our lives can continue to spread the joy that is this podcast.
Yeah, hit that little like button to spread the joy through the algorithms.